What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2. In the last episode, we headed on into Chargestone Cave, where we have been doing battle against all manner of trainers and gathering all manner of items as we go. Training up my Lucario, who is going to be kind of dead weight for the next couple of routes and gyms. Well, mainly just the next route and the next gym as we go. But in here, he's actually shining quite a bit because everything in here seems to be weak to both ground and rock-type moves, as well as the occasional fighting-type moves. So he has been doing fantastically and will continue to do fantastically against the Zebstrika. Now, the reason I'm using him and not my Vibrava is because Vibrava is 2 levels higher and the most overtrained member of my team, because I put absolutely everything I could into evolving it as quickly as possible, and it did not evolve until level 35. So, yeah, it can take a backseat for a little while, I think. But it is going to still remain in the team as a fixture for a good amount of time because we're not done evolving it yet. We still got work to do. So let's grab this item here really fast. Escape rope. And I think when we get to, well, there's going to be a certain point where I'm probably going to end up swapping some team members out. So we got another ace trainer here. This might be another triple battle. Yep, it is. Another one. Or is it going to be a rotation battle? I don't know. I will find out. I actually cannot remember. It's a rotation battle. Okay, Stoutland, Krokorok, and Ferroseed. Well, the good news is that all 3 of these Pokemon are weak to fighting-type moves, so I have absolutely no need to do any... Well, there is that, but I still don't need to do any swapping because I can just Force Palm all of them as much as possible, assuming that they're not going to be swapping anything out. So there is a dig. This is actually probably going to hurt a little bit, but I'm actually going to use this opportunity to use an... I'm going to use an X attack here, actually, on Jack, just to get his attack back up to snuff. And hopefully he'll be able to tank this dig. If he doesn't, I will be very sad. I am pretty sad. It could have been worse, but it's not the best. Let's use Force Palm to knock you out really quickly. I am not too worried about the other Pokemon, although there is a very high possibility that if I don't take out Stoutland, it's going to do a lot of damage. So we're able to get Jack back out of the red into the yellow with that, so that's good. Ferroseed, not too much of a problem. Is it going to swap? Nope, going to stay to Ferroseed. Now, Ferroseed does have the ability that is going to do damage, Iron Barbs. That's okay. Hang in there, Jack. See if you can take out this Stoutland. Tomoe gets to level 32. Awesome. Just a couple of levels away from being able to use my rare candy on evolving you. Another Force Palm. Is that going to be enough? Not quite. Ah, dang it. I was really hoping Jack was going to be able to handle that, but not quite. And that means I am going to have to swap you out for Challenger here. So Challenger can actually get a little bit of experience. It's okay. It's fine. All right. I guess I might as well just stick with you and use Strength because Strength is so strong. It's probably just going to brute force right through this dog. And there we go. Or not. Never mind. Not there we go at all because it used Takedown first. Now it's going to be there we go. Goodbye. The Challenger was going to be faster than you. This is what I get for looking away right when the attack happened. I was like, nah, there's no way that Challenger is not going to go first. And then I look back and it's like, wait a second. I took damage. Oh, man, that was embarrassing. Okay, we got that done. I am actually going to pop a revive here. You might say just go back to the doctor, but I don't want to. I am lazy. Instead, I am just going to make this happen. And we are going to... I mean, like, when else am I going to be using these? Not very often. Let's be honest here. So, even though I am quite willy-nilly with my Pokemon. You might as well use a freshwater there because it's the bare minimum that I could possibly use in that situation. And don't want to use Lemonade. Okay, let's go down here. We got ourselves a Hiker. Battle them next. I'm sure they're going to be a lot less difficult than that rotation battle was. So let's do it. Like I said, at some point, I'm really going to need to focus on using Kamina a little bit more. We got Onyx, which, I mean, obviously don't want to be using Kamina against that. That would be bad. Don't really have anything strong against you. But I can use... Well... Honestly, I really should be switching to Tomoe here, shouldn't I? Although that does do a fair bit of damage. I think I should be able to still Ice Punch you to death, assuming this doesn't paralyze. No! Why did it paralyze? I don't like that. Well, I'll Ice Punch you now. I think for the other Pokemon that they throw out there, then I'll switch. Just break through it. Should be more damage than Bulldoze, so I think it's going to take the Sonics out. Like, even with that, like, that physical defense, man, it's just not good enough to even be worth it. I'm sorry. I hate that Onyx sucks so much. I really do. It makes me so sad. It's such just a gigantic, intimidating Pokemon. You would think at the very least, but just by brute force, it would be able to just squish things. But nope, its physical attack is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And honestly, Steelix isn't even all that great either. It's good, but it's not that good. Here we go, Smackdown. Okay, that's fine. Use just kind of swapping water moves here just because, you know, PowerPoint conservation. It's just more of a habit thing. It's not at all necessary. I'm just doing it to do it. There we go. Okay, I am going to definitely do a heal on my Lucario before I go any further. And I do have a lot of Paralyze heals to still go around, so may as well. It's actually at the very top because one of the oldest items I still have. Perfect. Okay. Let's see what we got over here. Got an item. Get ourselves a Metal Coat, which is necessary for evolving Scyther into Caesar. I'm going to also boost the power of Steel-type moves, so that's pretty nice. Get ourselves an Electric Gem, which, you know, like I said, I'm never a huge fan of those gems. They're just the one-time boosting of a specific type of move. It can be useful in certain situations, and they can be kind of fun to equip in things like gym battles and whatnot, but otherwise, I don't really bother. You are another Ace Trainer. Are you also going to be a triple battle, or are you just going to be a standard battle? It seems like a standard battle, given that he didn't draw attention to his 3 Pokemon, especially because he only has 2. All right, Shay and Archon. Okay. Well, you are definitely going to get Ice Punched here, because that seems like the play. I am faster than you, so that's good. Should be able to one-shot this thing. And like I said, Archon, it's a glass cannon. It does a lot of damage. It's really fast, but it goes down super easily. Electabuzz. Okay, I think for you, I'm actually going to switch to Kamina for this just because I want her to get some experience. And I don't think this Electabuzz can really do all that much to retaliate, so I can probably just Signal Beam it down. I don't know. We will find out, though. Thanks to Volt Absorb, I might be fine here. I'm also faster than the Electabuzz, too. Light Screen. Okay. I see how it is. Fine. All right, I will get Echoed Voice going then. You're going to be a jerk about it. It's going to do nothing. Electro Ball. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. I don't think it can really do anything to me. So it's probably just going to keep using that, and I'll just have carte blanche to keep hitting it. You can't do anything, you stupid dick. This is what you get. And a critical hit, which bypassed the light screen anyway. That was bound to happen eventually. Nice! Okay, that is the experience I wanted. Kamina is now just 5 levels and some change away from getting her best move, and I really want to be able to get that. So there we go. We get a Thunderstone. If I hadn't evolved Kamina already, I could have done it now. But I didn't want to wait this long, which is why I grabbed the one that was available in... why can I not remember the frickin' name of the town? Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Nimbasa City. Jesus. I don't know what is going on with my brain. Anyway, now we can go back up, and finally, we can go and talk to Bianca. No, what? I'm here at Professor Juniper's request. I'm researching a Pokemon called Tynamo, but there aren't very many, and they don't seem very strong. Well, Tynamo are really strong when you actually evolve them, although I haven't really done anything of the sort. But hey, they're really nice. I actually really like Tynamo. It's actually one of the first... it was actually a Pokemon I used in my very first ever playthrough of Black and White. I caught one and evolved it into Electros, and I loved it a lot. It was very, very strong. Very good Pokemon. Was actually very tempted to use one in my first playthrough, but I decided against it. All right, we got a Turtouga here. Jack, you should be able to handle this no problem. You are at the point, sir, where I definitely need to swap you out. I mean, level 35 is kind of insane. We'll just Force Palm that. Brine! Give me a little bit of damage. I kind of wish I had my Jolteon out in this situation, but that's okay. It's whatever. Down goes Turtouga. And then we got Magmar. I am actually going to switch on over to Tomoe for this one. Because as much as Jack could still be super effective on that Magmar, I would much rather she get the experience out of this, because it's probably going to push her to level 33. And as soon as I can get her to level 35, well, the sooner I can get her to level 35, the better. All right, there's a Flame Burst. Not too bad. And down you go. Perfect. Ooh, and a critical hit for good measure. Not bad. Plus a great experience. We'll definitely take that. Wants to learn Aqua Jet. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting move. So this is a base power of 40 physical attack, and it has priority. Problem is that it's not much better than any of the other moves I have right now. It's certainly not better than Razor Shell, but I'm actually going to get rid of Razor Shell for this. Just because Tomoe is on the slow side, so Aqua Jet absolutely has its place for the time being. Eventually, I am going to get rid of it. It's not going to last that long on the team, but it is going to be something that is at least useful. So push this crystal back, so now we can get back to the first area of Chargestone Cave from there. We are technically back on the same floor that we were on in once we first entered Chargestone, so that is worth mentioning. But I'm going to head on over here and battle this guy. So I put Tomoe at the front of the party. I think I'm done with Jack for the rest of this area. Should be good anyway. I really don't have a reason to use him anymore. Now we can get ourselves a Carbos after fighting this guy, but first we're going to take down his Aeron, which, if you remember correctly, those are available in Chargestone Cave now. I can't remember if Aeron... Does Aeron have Sturdy? I don't remember if it does, actually, now that I think about it. I believe it does. It does not. Okay, never mind. Get out of here. So, good experience. And then we got Nose Pass. Okay. This is definitely going to get the Surf treatment because it is a little bit sturdier than an Aeron is from a special defensive standpoint. So, I want to see if I can one-shot it with a stronger move. Not quite, but okay, well, this one actually did have Sturdy, so there we go. And Spark, oh, just don't paralyze, please. That's all I ask of you, please. Thank you. It's Aqua Jet. Might as well use it. We have it now. There we go. Okay. Is that going to be enough to push Tomoe to level 34? Not quite. Nope, not quite at all. Alrighty, I will take it. And we're going to grab this item, and then we can finally head on out of Chargestone Cave. Although I got a lot of vitamins I should probably end up using on our way out of here. So no big climactic battle on the way out of Chargestone. We're just here. Welcome to Mistralton City, everybody. Okay, first things first. I'm going to head on here into the Pokemon Center, and I'm going to heal my Pokemon up. And now that that is done, I can officially say that I have made the switch. Johanna, our Volcarona, is now here in the party, actually holding an item, and that is the Silver Powder, which is the bug type enhancing held item. Very, very nice to have. I'm going to keep her with me for the time being, although she's not going to have a lot of use in the next gym, unfortunately. Want to get rid of Jack for the time being just because he's so over-leveled at this point, but Zoroark isn't going to stay in here for too terribly long, so don't worry about that too much. But before we do anything else, there's a few things I need to go over. So first things first, we should probably see what we can teach Johanna, because honestly, her moves are kind of terrible right now. Like, I do believe we can teach her fly. We can, or him fly, excuse me. We could do that, but I think I'm okay with it on Challenger. We can also teach Farina fly, which is pretty darn cool. But I want to go through some other things here before we do anything else. So we got Struggle Bug here, which actually I am going to teach to him just because it is a special attack, and that plays more into his moveset a little bit better. We're going to get rid of String Shot for that, plus Leech Life is a terrible move still nowadays. It got a huge buff in a later generation, but right now it sucks. As we continue to go through here, we got, let's see, Payback, Echo Voice. There's got to be something else I can teach you. I don't think I can teach it Venoshock, but I'm going to look. I can. Okay, that's what I thought. So that's all we have for now. Nothing really crazy, unfortunately. But in due time, Johanna's going to learn some better moves, and this is the main reason why I want him in the party, because he's going to need a chance to get some more experience. So there we go. Cool. I probably should have just left the Silver Powder on him at this point, but whatever. I'm going to head on over to this house because this is the first thing we want to do is we want to meet this lady. I'm very fussy about Pokemon moves. I'm extra fussy about technical machines. Yes, TMs. How many have you collected so far? You have 20 TMs. Never seen some of these before. I didn't even know such TMs existed. I can tell you selected each one with so much care. Thank you. I was so thrilled to see them. As a reward, please accept this HP up as a gift. Okay, so every single time you get a certain increment number of TMs, she's going to give you a reward. Must be a lot more TMs. I think if you talk to her again... Yep, okay, there you go. Talk to her again, I should be able to get another one, because 20 is actually the second threshold. So she gives you an HP up based on the number of TMs, and those numbers that she gives you HP ups at are 10, 20, 35, 50, 70, and then once you get all 95, which is the max number of TMs in the game. So because I'm already at 20, that crosses through 2 thresholds and gets me 2 HP ups. I wanted to do that first because now I can go into my bag and we can start doling out some of these some of these things that we have in here. So we got some proteins here really quickly. I'm going to give the proteins in particular to Challenger. just both of them right off the bat because he is kind of my strongest physical attacker next to Jack, who isn't in the party. Then we got our Iron. I'm actually going to give that to Kamina just because, you know, any defense for her is going to be necessary. Carbos, though, would be useless on Kamina and Zorak. I'm going to give that to Tomoe, actually, to both of them. And then finally, we have our HP ups. Now, as far as HP is concerned, I do believe Kamina is the worst in that regard in terms of just standard base HP value. So she's going to get both of those as well. And we also have some health and resist wings, which these only do, you know, barely anything in terms of effort values. For instance, the vitamins did a effort value gain of 10. These only do an effort value gain of 1, so not really all that great. So whatever, just wanted to kind of use those. And we are good. Okay, so this episode's about done, but we're going to head on up here. And as we do, you're going to run into a familiar face. Hi there, May. It's nice to finally be able to talk to you in person. I'm Professor Juniper. You accepted the Pokedex and came all the way out here with your partners. Here, I'll evaluate your progress for you. So, May, you've seen 106 Pokemon up to this point. I see. Thank you. This is a token of my gratitude. And we have obtained a Master Ball. This Master Ball is the most powerful kind of Pokeball. It can catch any Pokemon without fail. Journeys are about meeting Pokemon, and don't let a chance get away. Still, I'm amazed at how much Pokemon distribution changes in 2 years. That means my research will never end. Still, you could say that's what makes it fun. Huh. Professor Juniper! Who's this? Oh, hello there. Why, if it isn't Skyla? This is Skyla. She's Mistralton City's gym leader. Why are you surprised, Professor? You did ask for a lift in my plane to cross Twist Mountain since you can't reach Opelousas City by foot. Aha, you're right. But I have a quick favor to ask first. I want to look at Celestial Tower. Do you mind till I'm waiting till I'm through? See you, May. Be sure to always get along with all kinds of Pokemon. Wow, I cannot read right now, apparently. Honestly, I can't tell if she's just laid back or if she's not paying attention to anything outside her head. The apple sure doesn't fall far from the tree. Remember that Skyla was with her dad in the last game. What's next? Are you going to come to my gym to challenge me, or are you going to go follow the professor to Celestial Tower and do some training? As long as I get to battle with a strong trainer, I'm fine either way. I think doing some training before the gym makes way too much sense. But before I do anything else, I actually am going to grab a couple of items here that we're going to definitely want to get. So, first things first, welcome to the City of the Skies, Mistralton City. Here's a souvenir for you, and we're going to get ourselves a Sharp Beak, which is the hold item that allows us to do extra damage with flying-type moves. Yeah, increase the power of flying-type moves, yes. And then we also have this lady here, Sweets, Lovely Sweethearts. Check feelings between two people. If you are a great match, you get sweethearts. Sweethearts, meltingly sweet sweethearts. If you bring a lot of sweethearts, I will trade you for something happy. If you bring her 10 sweethearts, she gives you a heart scale. That's it. That's all you need to know about that. If you don't know a lot about how structured planes, how can you maintain them? Pokemon battling is the same. The more you know about Pokemon, the more you can win. That is true, actually. Okay, I think that's everything here in this cargo service that I wanted to... Well, actually, hold on. Is it this guy? When you use the move Fly, you can return to a Pokemon Center you've already visited. Is it you? You there. Do you have the Ace Pilot medal? We pilots figure that it's the coolest medal of all, so I thought a cool customer like you might have it. Okay, no. I could have sworn it was that guy. Or maybe it's... Oh, it's this person. Hey, do you have any flying or psychic-type Pokemon with you? Braviary is with you. Would you help me get some luggage that's too high for me to reach? Sure. Braviary is just going to go ahead and do it. Here's a little something to thank you for helping me. And we're going to get ourselves some net balls, which can be used to catch flying Pokemon as well as bug Pokemon. Having Pokemon with you can be a big help sometimes, eh? Really, really nice. I think that's only a one-time thing, though. I don't think you can do that multiple times. There are a couple of things here on the runway as well that I want to go over. I think there also might be a hidden item out here somewhere. I could be wrong about that, though. We have this guy, and we're going to farm in Mistralton City, so I need lots of mulch. So much mulch. You're a Pokemon trainer, right? Do you know much about hidden grottos? We actually did learn about them a while back. You can sometimes find mulch deep inside hidden grottos. Lots of mulch. So much mulch. Mulch is great. I have much love for mulch. But I don't smell anything. You don't have mulch. Do you? Bring me some next time. So every single time you bring this guy mulch, which you don't really have a use for in this game, he is going to give you 1,000 Poke for that mulch. So that is a good way of getting yourself some extra money in case you're getting a lot of those from hidden grottos. I don't think this guy has anything, but I do believe there is another person. I think it's a person. It's this lady. You know what? My Pokemon loves berries. That's why I'm wandering all over looking for berries. I dream about a wonderful city somewhere that is overflowing with berries. And we get our Fun Fest mission. So we're going to want to grab that for the Entry Link, and there we go. Even though we're not doing any of these Entry Link missions, it is still worth actually going over. Okay, so there is an item out here somewhere, and it is a flying gem. Sure. I will take that. I knew there was something on the runway, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was. And I also couldn't remember if there was an item back here. This is the gym, by the way. I could just head on inside and challenge it. I am not going to do that. So instead, I'm going to head down here, and we're going to worry about heading off towards Celestial Tower in the next episode, because that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2 very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.